What's going on, guys? I'm here with Tim Dahl today. What did you do today?
Paul Johnston. We won the 3v3 at YCS Richmond. We played this deck for the main event. Things didn't go the way we wanted to. I think overall this list was like really good, and there was a lot of theory behind it. I think I definitely misplayed a few times, and just a rough performance. But the 3v3 we all locked in. I went undefeated like throughout all my matches, and I think
we each had to carry one another, me and Alex.
Yeah. Shouts to Alex. He clutched up last round, so yeah, let's get into it. So
Paul played the same list, right?
Right.
Card for card.
Yeah, one
no
for
deviation.
one.
No deviation. Start off 3 Lily, 3 White Cat. Some people play 2. I don't know why. 3 My Friend, 3 Street. This card's very good against most decks, and like going first, this card's like an FTK against like Imperm Baylor, so it's fine. And then the 1 Yeet. And then Triple Prosperity. This card is very good. Like a lot of the times it would just add me the stuff that I needed, either engine or non-engine, and it overperformed, so I definitely like this card. Then the quick play spells: 1 Delicious, 3 Happy, 3 Pretty, 3 Sleepy. Not much to say. Then for the non-engine, played Triple Ash. I think this card is like just the most generic one. Like right now, like you could keep this in against literally every deck. Triple Valor. The reason we played this, we thought that Rescue Ace would kind of be a problem, even though like you do have 3 of the field spell. I think it was just a safe call to put this in. It is good against like Purrely too, like if they don't draw the field spell or go draw phase. I think this card's definitely good for sure.
But it was definitely the very last card put in the deck for sure.
Yeah, I was like trying to argue any way to like cut this card, but we couldn't think of anything viable, so it ended up just being this guy. 3 Nibiru. I really like Nibiru. Paul said it was a bit iffy, but I think overall it was the right call. I think it's like very solid. I nibbed only like 1 or 2 people, but it won me the games that it actually resolved, so it was pretty good. How'd you like it?
The card was iffy for me most of the time, but it did win me a couple games, so I think it was probably worth playing. There's no other really non-engine to use instead of it.
And then Triple Imperm, this is like self-explanatory, I feel like. Ash and Imperm are like the most generic ones. And then for the last 2 cards, we decided to main deck Lightning Storm. I mained this for YCS Indy, and I think this card is definitely the right call. It's like good against Rescue Ace. It's good playing into boards because like Lightning Storm most of the time, like a lot of decks aren't really putting up Omni Negates, and even if they are, it baits them out, and it's like fine. Like in the context of Rescue Ace, like if they set up the Link 5, you can force out the spell and trap negate, and then just activate the field spell and play from there. So yeah, I really like this card.
Yeah.
I didn't really like it in the main event, mainly because I didn't see it. But in the matchups where it would have been fine, like I lost to 2 Chimera, and this card would have definitely been good against that.
Yeah, in 8 rounds of Swiss, I did not see that card a single time at all.
Yeah.
It was hiding.
Yeah, it was tough. Under the extra deck, Anima, SP, mandatory, 1 Plump, 1 Noir. I really like more than one of this, but it's probably just not needed. 2 Beauty. I was on 1 Beauty before, but it just kept coming up where like the second one would just like win me a game. So yeah, we decided to play 2, and I think this was definitely the right call. I barely went into it, but like I'm just happy that it was there because it was also like a prosperity target, one of it for me. So same with 2 Happy. Like I normally would prosperity away 1 just because like easy to, and like
I wasn't a happiness believer before this event, but I'm definitely a happiness believer now. That card's insane.
Oh yeah, like I OTK'd like between the 3v3 and the main event like 4 or 5 times, so that was kind of nice. And then the best card in your extra deck aside from maybe Happy is 2 of this guy. Card's very broken. Not much to say.
Broken.
We played 1 of the Princess Sprite. I don't really like this card that much, but every time I did summon it, I hit, so it fought for its spot in the deck. But most of the time, it was also a prosperity target.
Yeah. What would you have replaced it with?
Anything else. But it served its purpose, and I think it would have been better than like the Dark Charmer or like another Little Knight or something random like that.
I only summoned it once, and it was just not to take damage when attacking with Slacker, so it didn't really come up for me at all.
And then we still play the Zeus package. One of this guy, like, some lists don't play this anymore, but I think it's still very strong. Like, against, like, Rescue Ace, you summon this into their board, they have a tough time outing it. Like, it is definitely a solid card, and then Downer Zeus, obviously. I was playing 2 Zeus for Indy, but I don't think the second one comes up too much. Most of the time, I would banish one off of Prosperity, so
Yeah.
it's fine to just have it out.
So no Typhon.
The last card is Typhon. I never summoned this. This was actually just a Prosperity target.
I summoned it a couple times, but it wasn't for game or anything like that. So
Yeah, you
I still
summoned it
ended up
against
losing.
tier, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, this guy never came up for me, but that's all right. Then for the side deck, 3 Drone Lockbird, mandatory. I feel like this card was definitely great for me. Like, when I would draw this off of Noir, I would just always win.
oh, you felt super safe at that point.
Triple Shifter. I'm a firm believer in Dimension Shifter. This guy is not. He's been hating on this card for way too long.
If I only ever see it against tier, I'll be happy. Otherwise, not so happy.
Yeah. I love this card. I think this is good against, like, almost every deck. Against Rescue Ace, I opted not to side this in because I was like, the rest of my engine is probably better, and this is probably going to hurt me more than them. So
Yeah.
I thought Shifter was fine, like, just to stay in the side deck. I think this was the most questionable card we played, was 2 Jerusalem. I wasn't, like, a huge fan of this. I think I only put this in one time, like, in the main event, and then once in the 3v3, I think. Like, I was not a huge fan. I don't know about you.
It came in a few times for me, but the problem is most of the time you're putting it in with Shifter and Druid's Worm, so it's a matter of which one you see first.
Yeah.
This definitely was the
100%.
14th to 15th card.
Yeah. I don't know what else we could have played differently. Maybe, like, Spellbound or something like that. That's what I played for Indy.
Yeah, but I felt like the next card was obviously good enough for that matchup.
Or any going first gas, possibly,
Yeah.
too.
We decided to play 3 Book of Moon. I don't know. I think I forget the reasoning on why we played this over Book of Eclipse.
Because you can actually side this in going first to take out the lightning storms and all that.
Yeah.
That's personally why I liked it.
Yeah.
The main reason I like this card is, like, at least against, like, the Purrely Mirror, like, you can like, you don't have the chance of losing to Ash, or if for some reason they still play Cross Out, like, they're gonna have Cross Out for, like, Eclipse and not Book of Moon.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think this card was definitely decent. It very rarely was sided in for me, but when it was sided in, it was good.
It did beat Cash Tira as well when you played that guy.
Yeah, and this card was the MVP against Cash Tier. Like, I would not have won with this card. That is what I would say. And then we played 3 Dark Ruler. Yeah, I really like Dark Ruler. I think this card was one of the better cards in my side deck. Like, I wanted to put it in against most matchups. It won me a game against Unchained, so that was nice, like in the 3v3. I played against Infernoble, and I still decided to side this in, even though, like, there's the Eclipse spell that beats it. I think this card is still just, like, too strong to not put in against, like, most decks. Like, he told me to not put it in against tier. I still don't know how I feel about that. I mean, I drew Shifter in the 1 tier I played against, so it was fine. Oh, I guess I played 2, but I drew Shifter, so it was fine.
So, like, playing that against tier, did you feel like Soliak with Kaleidohorp beats it anyway still?
I mean, I thought, like, if I Dark Ruler them, the only issue is the field spell, and then obviously the trap cards.
Yeah.
So, like, and a lot of the lists do play Crime too, so it's like,
Yeah.
they'll just Crime this anyways if they really need to. So, I don't know.
Yeah.
And then the last card is 1 Feather Duster.
So,
Yeah.
why'd you play 1 Feather Duster in the side and not the main?
Well, so I did try this in the main deck for a while, but Paul told me it was bad, and then I did very bad with it on Dueling Book, and I was like, fuck it, I'm taking this card out of my deck, and now it's on the side.
I personally never missed it, to be honest.
Same. I don't think I ever, like, I put it in against Rescue Ace, but they anti-spelled me, and I had to chain, like, 3 quick plays. So
Yeah.
that was nice.
I feel like the field spell beats Rescue Ace matchup more than the Lightning Storm or Harvey's ever did.
Yeah, for sure.
So, any shout-outs today for you guys?
Shouts to the Priority Phase group chat.
And most importantly, Alex,
Oh,
the
yeah.
3rd member.
I got a question for you, Paul. What made you want to play Purrely?
Oh, I don't want to play Purrely. I hate this deck. And I hope to never play these cards ever again.
Awesome, guys. Thank you so much for the deck profile.
right.
This is Newman from the Team Priority Phase channel. Out.